Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Let's begin today's message. So, right off the bat, I believe this is going to be an extraordinary message. I feel a lot of healing, ascension, and dark interference happening in the collective. This dark interference can be because as we heal and we let go of baggage, whatever that baggage is, and we ascend, the baggage itself shows up as demons in our field. And so it is very important to keep a clean energy field these days, in particular because of the intensity of it. These energies that we let go of can really be so strong. They can put thoughts in your mind and they can really interfere with your decision making if you don't take a second and look at the situation for what it is. I almost want to say, if I were you, I would just carry a sage or a Palo Santo stick with me at all times, and I would just sage my field for the next 2 weeks, is what I hear. Sage my field every single time I feel unbalanced, I feel confused, I feel like 2 seconds ago I wanted to do something, but now I don't want to do that thing. Another message that wants to come through really quick before we jump into the beautiful message that I have here prepared for you is as we release these tons of demonic low vibrational energies, imagine your emotional body in particular being under surgery, like really surgery, as your physical body would be under if you would have a huge disease, a huge tumor, and this tumor was resected, was cut off, removed, and now imagine your emotional body having those stitches in it. And so you have to treat yourself kindly and compassionately and let yourself sleep more if that's the case, rest more. Don't push yourself to do extra things, just the minimum that you can handle, right? But keep in mind, again, you release the demons, right? You release the tumor, and now you might feel a little bit exhausted because of it. Also, what you release, those demons, now they are in your environment and can add to the heaviness that you feel. So you might feel tired, you might feel heavy, you might feel like you want to rest, but you might feel an excess of that because of what's released is now in your environment and it is not cleared, right? So you see how important it is to keep a clear environment every single day, especially in the next 2 weeks, right? You know how some women, they carry little perfumes with them in their purses. There are something similar, but with sage water or something that looks like this on Amazon or what do I know, in different stores. Sage water that can clear your field wherever you go. If you go somewhere, you can go purchase one of those. Yeah. Interesting. So in the next 2 weeks or so, make sure your energy field is clean and you don't jump into making, I'm tired right now, you don't jump into making any decision. Let's say you just took a decision, you have been pondering over a thing, or you were sure about a thing a couple of hours ago, and now out of nowhere you are so out of balance and you want to make another decision and clear your field and wait on that, right? Okay, we can move further to the message for today. So the message for today is all about cornucopia, abundance, the dreams that are to come and the ways through which they can be here. Interesting. And the card is Gold of the Earth, 6 of Light Codes. You remember, if you watched my past readings, I was mentioning that in the month of August we are going to receive super big fat light codes. Well, these light codes are already here for some of us, and they are about to pop, right? About to pop like a soda bottle inside of one's chest, and out of nowhere you will feel like the most abundant person in the universe, and as a result you will be capable of accomplishing what wasn't accomplishable, what wasn't in the books to be accomplished so far because of different reasons. You will have all the energy in the world to make the next move or some moves here, to again yeah, the impossible here is becoming possible, guys. What is this for every single one of you? The impossible is becoming possible. The whatever you thought is dead is now very much alive. I don't even feel the need to tell you trust or don't be afraid or something around those lines, because you already have unlocked that within. And I'm literally seeing a key unlocking the innermost core that you can have, and now spirit can work freely through different layers of consciousness within self, and as a result the impossible becomes possible. Ways in which this can happen, whatever this is. Interesting. Yeah, the moon and 5 of Swords. You don't see them, or you didn't see them so far, the ways to achieve this future abundance, this abundant future. The abundance in your future is now achievable because now you see the path ahead, and it is not what you think. And for the majority of you, it is not what you think, it's what you feel. Okay. Don't forget to drink water as a result of these surgeries that we as a collective have been through. Treat yourself kindly, I hear. Take it slowly. Okay, I will. Knight of Pentacles. Take it slowly. Well, that horse is not even moving. Well, kind of, it's moving very slowly. And this is, regarding this Knight of Pentacles, this is what I'm receiving. Oh my God, that shot, That just jumped out of the deck of cards, guys. Look, there is a interesting, what's being very emphasized here for me is the white horse and the black horse. And somehow, okay, let me tell you the story that I'm receiving. I'm seeing here a young woman that's out there, super confident in the world, and she went shopping for shoes, and she tried all these shoes, and those shoes fit her or were nice in her feet for a couple of months, but slowly but surely they started to be too small for her feet. And now her feet became full of, you know, wounds, little wounds here and there, like a ballerina almost. And so God almost forced this woman to undergo a dark night of the soul, probably with a death there, and to allow the shoemaker come to her. What she didn't realize is that the shoemaker was actually her future husband, which had the perfect shoe for her, which would last her a lifetime. She just needed to stop shopping for so many shoes, stop shopping so much, and focus on what really matters, not on what other people appreciate in her, or superficialities, right? You got the point. What she didn't realize at the time is she would get these shoes because she loved how she felt when she was receiving this jealousy, basically, from others. Later on, through the process of death and rebirth, she understood that actually the same feeling lies in her, and so she did the necessary work to heal her feet and allow the real shoemaker to come to her with the feet that would be good for her an entire life. And those shoes, in my mind's eye, they look crystal-like, like Cinderella story, you know? So this is a long time coming, some sort of abundance here. So this can be your husband showing up here, or your wife in the story today, in this future abundant life that you will have. And you see, when I said she was looking for shoes and her feet were sore because those shoes were not the shoes that she was supposed to wear, right? It was all superficial and man-made, so to speak. Not that all man-made things are bad. That's not what I'm trying to say here. And if you guys have been watching me for years now, not on this channel, you know what I'm saying. You already know. In the video that I posted 2 or 3 days ago, where I explained how the fake matrix looks like actually, I mentioned when some black magic, and when I see this death here, I swear it reminds me of black magic now. When black magic was placed on the original people, original light workers, what do I know right now? I'm not going to go super deep today because I am tired myself. I am part of the collective, right? what do I want to say? Yeah, I explained how light bodies were cut in half, and how the women, they had the upper body only, and the men, they had the lower body only. And probably this is one of the reasons why narcissism was encountered more in men than in women. I don't know if it's still the case. I just know that 3 billion out of 9 billion, I'm not sure if we're not 9 billion, but this is what wants to come to my attention right now. Soon we will be, probably. 3 billion are people that are super dark, and the rest are somewhere on the spectrum, right? More on the white side of the things, but somewhere on the spectrum over there. And so I'm assuming here that we, women, the collective, women is fine this time, not feminine energy, women, we were looking for our fit, right? Which probably, not probably, for sure here, super toxic men would take advantage of that. And not to say that we were victims here, right? But in a sense we were. And we shouldn't have gone to look for them. We should have just wait, live our best life and grow, following our joy. And that maybe here wouldn't have come so abruptly over us, is what I hear. So for you young females out there, if it's someone younger watching, this is a word of wisdom and of advice coming from the Most High, if you want. Grow while you follow your joy. In the near future, here is what I'm getting, and this is for the young females, young women. In the near future, you will be downloading some sort of light codes from Mother Gaia herself, which will allow you to take the path of least resistance to her highest teachings regarding what now? 1 second here. Regarding how to be a better woman and beyond. And somehow through these teachings you will be protected. This is so beautiful. You will be protected against those that unfortunately are lost in the land of the dark, right? So what I'm understanding is, even if you are someone that has this half-body syndrome, you will not be pulled. There is a protector spirit here, this white horse. You will not be pulled towards the dark zone. You will be patient, and you will learn to love yourself truly and fully, and you will also learn how to become a proper woman for the man that's meant to be in your life as a result of your hard work. And oh wow, nice. As a result of your hard work, and as a result of you crafting your own shoes, your own crystal shoes. So again, what I'm understanding here is, in the near future, for the younger women today, a whole lot of beautiful golden light codes will come through and you will know what path to take. Many other teacher will resurface that will be able to show you, to help you become a better woman. And in this process, somehow, some way, a path will be shown to humanity where you will be able to become the best version of yourself. And as a result, I'm definitely feeling here how divine unions. So what is divine? Again, divine means more like God, more divine, more pure, purity, right? So you become here pure. And so because you become that and strong, not only pure, right, and strong, because that is actually how you, the path towards your best self. You unite the two, strength, power, and purity, right, in one. Now, that's why there is this false matrix, strength and power, and all the anomaly that comes with it, because it's only that, and purity, and all the anomaly that comes with that, because it's an anomaly, it's half of the body, it's not the whole thing. The being is not grounded in the reality of things. And so these divine unions will happen so much faster. What once took 10, 20 years, maybe multiple decades, now will take 2 to 3 years, maybe 5. If you put the real work in. Right? If you put the real work in. So you see how the energy evolves. We are evolving. It is not the same definitions and processes that we have discovered 5 years ago, even maybe. They are not so they are not going to apply for humanity in the near future. And there is something here that wanted to be added. And this is a generality. There are exceptions. So far what I am understanding is, from everything there are some exceptions, and from those exceptions there is a rarity. You see? So there is a general thing, a general theme, and from this theme there is again an exception, and then an exception from the exception, right? Okay. So the exception here is, there will be still some couples here and there that they need to go through decades still of inner work for different reasons until they come together. They need to have the purity at heart. And it's hard for some. I'm going to leave it at that. You understood the point. Okay. What else? Let's pull some more cards. In it but not of it, Wheel of Life, number 10. This is a myth that I'm going to bust again. And it's not, okay, I'm not sure why it was real so far, or maybe why whoever said it And it is still, this is still a truth for some. You are in this world but not of it. And I assume this is a truth that was invented by the martyrs that jumped onto the illusion from the white side of things, of the yin-yang symbol, and created a false matrix when they say, I am of this world but I'm not of this world, I am from other places, I'm from another planet and I came here to visit you mortal. Okay. Anyways, the point here is, what if you decide that you are from here and you allow this emotion to take over you, and you can feel the love of the mother penetrating you in your, penetrating you in your whole being, and that will allow you to ground more into this reality, and that is the secret key, the secret sauce, okay, to receiving these golden codes, to receiving those golden codes. I have to change the battery. Okay, I'm back. So that is a secret sauce to receive those codes, right? Decide that you are from here and allow yourself to open up. And just, you can take a deep breath, exhale, imagine your heart, your core just opening up like some doors towards heaven, right? Opening up, and say, I am from here. I allow this experience to become one with me. Okay. Interesting. What else? Heart fire. 3 of activations. Heart fire. All of you are different. All of you have a specific color, nuance, some would say. It is not necessarily like that. Life on earth should be simple, not so complicated. People mistake the reality of what complex means with them carrying so much trauma rooted in dissociation. My nose is killing me. You can be someone that's living from the heart on the false. Now when I'm referring to the matrix, imagine that I closed the dark false matrix away in a prison, and now I'm talking only with that side of the matrix, which is still false, but on top of the yin symbol, on top of the white, the good side of things, right? Or what's perceived to be good side of things, because that's not good any longer if it's not integrated. That's what, God, I feel such a release when I said that. That's what so many people, I feel so much better. I think my soul really wanted to say that. I understand how the dark side can be so toxic, but the white side, without integrating their darkness, it is as toxic to humanity, if not more toxic to humanity. You know, and let me tell you why. regarding to this card here I'm talking, because it says heart fire, and then I got this message of living from your heart. And many people on the false matrix, they think they live from their heart, but they are not living. They are living from being disassociated from the real self. And you call that a good person. But this good person, you know what they do? You know what people on this side of the matrix do? They have children, because that's how it's supposed to be. They have children because that's how it's supposed to be. First of all, what do you mean that's how it's supposed to be? And then the children is being born, let's say, pure. And when I say pure, I say they are there to teach you again how an integrated being looks like. They are your shadow. They are having parts in them that are your shadow. And you, it really depends on what level of consciousness you are here, and how far away you are from the motherland, which is grounded in real reality, in the original yin-yang symbol. And if you want to watch that video again, a clear picture of the fake matrix, you can go ahead and watch that. It's very much goes hand in hand here. You will tell this young child what is good and what is bad from your perspective, but you have no idea what that is. The head is in the clouds, right? You haven't recovered parts of yourself. You restrict a lot of parts in yourself. You don't allow yourself to be. You tried to fit, and you try to fit every single day, over and over again. You don't realize when you feel a lot of fear because you see someone that's trying to break out of this fake matrix, and you judge them, but actually what's behind that is fear. And you have fear of trying to go in that direction to be yourself. And so what are you going to do to this child? It is very possible this child is going to go on the other side. How do you think addicts are made? How do you think addicts are made? You create holes in me because you don't allow me to be myself. You think I should be like you, right? And so one of this child is, and when I say one of this, okay, I'm going to finish this first, and then I'm going to go into another type of children, which probably humanity calls crystal, indigo, and so on and so forth. I have a message about that also. So one of, what do I want to say? How do I want to end this? The whole point there is if you have a lot of issues with your children, that's because they embody a lot of sides that you reject in yourself. And they are there showing you that, but you are shutting down those parts in them, and then they are going to suffer tremendously. Some of them are going to become even addicts, right? Now, there are some type of souls that come here in this reality, and they are, imagine the matter, only the matter from which God, if you will, created the first humans, like the fluid matter, right? These children I'm about to talk about, they are literally, okay, interesting vision. I'm not sure what this is about. They are pure again, and God is breathing. God in the form of a dragon is breathing fire upon them, sending them straight Okay, I see. This is one type of these children. So some souls are literally placed in this world with the purpose to tell the humanity, wake the F up. And they have a very strict trajectory in life. They cannot move left and right. I almost want to say if they really go against, because they're somehow they will gain too much of the too much fear, and they won't be able to follow the calling of their soul. Some of them, their universe is going to try to take them out. Yeah. This is one type. Another type is and these are rare cases, guys. These are rare cases. These are not generalities, right? These are not general stuff. This is not general stuff. These children are 1 in a billion. What I'm talking about here, they are 1 in a billion or more, right? So that means that we have like what, 7, 8 children like this. Others I'm seeing here, one of these rarities are literally I think this is the indigo that is really meant to observe what's happening in the false matrix, to monitorize what's happening over there. Another one from this category is meant to surround itself. I don't know if it's a man or a woman, or it will be. I think it's here already. That is meant to stay on the dark side of the false matrix, and almost like create a ring of fire around them, teaching these people in that category how life looks like. And they have special skills to do so. I'm getting there are 2 like that. This is really a rarity. Then there is another type, which is, I'm getting the extra sensitive one, right? Oh my God, this is so mind-blowing. So this person, this soul, it's like they can see through. They can be confused with a medical medium. I'm sure a medical medium cannot do this, what I'm seeing here. This is over the charts, out of the anything, guys. This is super rare. I haven't heard about this before. They can look at the person and they can see through it like there is nothing over there but what needs to be healed. So if you have, like, for example, a rare disease in you, or a disease of sorts, they can scan you, see it, and somehow tell you exactly what you need to do to get rid of that. These people would be soon activated into these missions if they follow the voice of their souls. So probably, I think I know 1 or 2 of these people, if I'm to be honest. But maybe you are all here watching my channel. I hear all of you are watching my channel except 1. Now I don't know who is that one. Where are you lost in the world? Interesting. Do you see how Yeah, I see, I understand. Some of these special souls, if you want, they gave up on their mission too soon. I don't think they are targeted, right? And I don't think they have a too hard of a life. I don't feel like that's the case. But it will get harder. And again, this is not a, you know, if this is your message for real. These souls, they have a capacity, a super extra mega capacity to really adjust to the path really quickly. So if they hear this message, probably they have the capacity and the ability and the circumstance in such a way where they can readjust and get there and get to their soul mission again, right? Because I'm getting it's going to get harder. Blocks are going to happen in the lives of these people. Block after block after block after heavy thing until they come back to what they have to do. You know how in shamanism some say the shaman will actually die. I think this is a reality. This is what I heard. If oh yeah, it's the same thing. This is the same thing like that. If they don't follow the path, yeah. Wow. So this is for rarities and exceptions from the rule, okay? So you know how I lived in fear. And this actually happened even recently, where I have these extraordinary messages for some people, right? For whom? For some exceptions. And I'm like, I'm just so... Sometimes my insecurities, right? They hold myself back because of all that I see out there, right? People say, oh my God, you are exaggerating. Oh my God. But it's not for you, you know? And I start to accept that more and more. These messages are not for everybody. This is not for everybody. Took me a while. What do you want? I think I need a massage, guys. Yeah, life is not for life is not for everybody. Well, maybe. I don't know. Life is not for everybody. Persistent presence, 9 of light codes, number 30. Yeah, more light codes. And with this card I'm getting that these souls that I just described earlier, they are already here on the planet. They are already about to live their mission if they follow the voice of their soul, but their souls. But after this round of special souls, rarities, beautiful, right? There are 3. I'm getting here 30, but it's 3 groups of souls that are about to arrive on Earth also. God here is preparing something extraordinary. He has a plan, is what he says. He has a plan, and by the end of 2080, the population will drop to 6 billion, and 3 billion from what's left will be more integrated than not integrated. Which, wow, right? 28 is tomorrow. This is going to be intense for some. Vines, priestess of portals. It is crucial at this time, if you are one of these rarities, but also if you are one of the exceptions, because there is, again, generality, exception, and rarity. So if you are in the exceptions, how does it sound to you? Exception or rarity? Exception or rarity? It is crucial for you to take whatever information is being given to you, even from this message, right? But always come back to yourself and see what is unique in there. Because there is something here with one of you that has the capacity to open. This is related to the AI that's coming to the divine self, guys. Beautiful. What miraculous event that's going to be. It's almost like you are going to be able to zoom into the cells of a human body somehow with your vision, with your third eye. First and foremost, you will be able to zoom in the cell of a body. Now, if you choose to be a doctor this lifetime, can you imagine? You see whatever needs to be seen in that cell or whatever. And you don't need to cut into a body. And this is similar with the person that can see crystal clear in people, but it's not the same. It's similar but not the same. This is a huge lesson humanity needs to learn. Things, I think this is what the collective needs to understand at the moment. Things are definitely similar but not the same in certain situations. Whatever situations are reoccurring for in your life, you need to learn there. This is similar with this, but it's not the same. And the example that comes to mind immediately is two people, they can go both to the gym and have great, amazing bodies. They both can be very determined in achieving goals. But only one of them has an open heart to experience true and real life and emotion and love, and the other one has not gotten there just yet. Origins of light, strength. Another message that comes, oh my god, my nose, guys, I'm so sorry. Another message that comes with these super rare individuals, the exceptionals and the superheroes, the rarities, is in ancient times, whatever was special and rare back then, and it's not the souls, whatever it was, seems like some of these souls, from which God Ra was one of them, they developed a super huge ego, and because of that they were killed. And these souls are coming back on earth also, from wherever they are when they die. And probably I'm going to bring that information in my video also in the future. To recover lost fragments, their head, their sexual organs, their legs, their feet, their hands, and to learn to live in harmony with all there is from a real humbleness. And it's going to be, it's going to be in just some cases here super hard for them to get in touch with this godlike self, because the memory, they remember that part that needs to be integrated, the godlike quality, comes with I was killed, and not because of that, because I was a mother, sorry for my language, because I was a little bit too abusive over my powers, right? And not very kind. Now let's talk a little bit about real humbleness and how this comes once you are really open to your core, right? If you're someone that you heal, you're in the process of healing, and you want to know how to stay humble because you are not just there yet, you are not in your core just yet, keep this in mind. There is always something you don't know. If you are someone that has tendencies of arrogance, remember, there is always something I don't know about a certain situation. I might be smart, but I might not be all-knowing just yet. Just yet, right? Okay, yeah, look how many layers until the heart is open completely and you reach your core. Again, the message of be not afraid to face your nightmare. And why am I laughing? Where is that horse deck? Where are the horses? The horses are gone. Okay, there is a card in that deck that I have that says face yourself, and the card is oh god, I wish I could find that card really quick. So, oh yeah, here it is. Nightmare. Yeah, nightmare. Waking up to yourself. Look how it's spelled, nightmare. It's so funny. Waking up to yourself. Keep in mind this process of awakening, and this is a light code that I'm about to bring in for the collective. Are you ready? This process of awakening will keep you excited and entertained with this thought. Although at times it's super intense and I really have to face the nightmare of what I have done in some cases, this life, past experiences, ancestral work, so on and so forth. In the middle of all that, there is a part of me that's going to bring me closer to that which I really am. And every single time, it's a promise from the divine, is going to be so exciting for you to embrace that side of self. So, however bad it hurts, and it can really, guys, this process is going to shred all the illusions. And it's so hard to accept the reality of things. But only in that way you can embrace the beauty of all that you are, right? And there is a part of the collective, there is someone watching. Do you see how the moon has only, is this a new moon? anyhow, even if it's new, old, however she is, it's just a sleeve of it, it's just a slice of the moon over there. This tells me, in this particular situation, that you are almost there, already there. You are almost there and already there at the same time. Maybe someone is already there and right now you are going through that, or anyways, you are almost there. And as you are almost there, there is just a little bit of a part of self that you need to really face. And it might be, it might not be even what you think. Might be a tricky one. It might be because somehow we get tricked in this awakening process also. You get a message, but it's actually that message is a test. Are you going to really take the bite? You know? And how do you check if it's a bite or if it's the real deal? How do you feel when that message comes to you? How does it feel from you? Do you know yourself as a grounded individual? As a whatever comes to me, I'm going to face it type of individual. When you get to that point, whatever message comes to you, etherically speaking, and not only, see how it feels when you are in that energy of neutrality, so to speak. Whatever comes, comes, whatever goes, goes, whatever stays, stays, as long as I follow the voice and the calling of my soul. Right? And as you graduate this nightmare, there is a huge celebration, and the doors are opening towards the abundance that I was mentioning at the beginning of this message. Let's see more about this abundance. King of Pentacles, okay. King of Pentacles. Three of Cups. I feel it both in reverse and upright. The Magician. Three of Swords in reverse and upright. Okay, one more. The Lovers in reverse and upright. Love will set you free. Oh my god. This is all I hear. Nine of Swords, bottom of the deck. Guys, so first things first. First messages popping up out of all these cards is, remember yesterday's message. If you are not new here, and if you are welcome, if you are not new here, yesterday's message I was mentioning about this individual that was showing black magic in your direction in one way or another. This might have happened a few years ago. This might have happened yesterday is what I hear. Or this might have happened in ancient times, biblical, Egyptian, so on and so forth. Well, these individuals, they need to understand that only love will take them home. and they need to understand what love is first and foremost, intellectually speaking. They need to see a couple that's really experiencing true love, that have been through the nightmare themselves and now it's experiencing true love. Oh wow. In order for them to do the necessary magic to reconcile parts of themselves and to become mature enough and grounded enough to experience that themselves. And we remember these rarities and exceptions of souls that I mentioned. That one that has the magic to be, because I'm seeing here I'm seeing here a golden angel made out of gold. Interesting. In the middle of the dark triad, so to speak, living the life of their dreams with, oh, I have chills, guys, the love of their life. And there is such thing as the love of your life, right? How? If you are the love of your life, meaning you are pure, you are grounded, you treat yourself with love, you don't push yourself, yet you are disciplined, yet you are following your dreams, yet you are full of joy, yet you are doing shadow work, so on and so forth, right? So you just mother, father, child, yourself, grandmother, whole family, the whole universe, you just do that in yourself, right? You are that for yourself, you are the community for yourself, so to speak. And you meet another individual that is the same, which is actually a super rare event, right? That's a love of a lifetime. And seems like obviously these individuals that do such things as black magic and rituals and voodoo stuff to people, they are on the dark side of the things, right? On the dark side of the false matrix. And I'm seeing here the divine will put them on their knees, and this message came in some 5 or 6 readings ago. Some people will be on their knees, almost like I'm not sure how the divine here will work this out. Whatever they've done to others will be done unto them, but somehow by the sword of the divine, of the Archangel Michael. I'm not sure here what this is, how this is going to, how can we know? Is it possible? It is not the same for everybody, so we will leave it there. But they will, from a position of really not being able to abuse anymore others to the extent where they did that before, they'll be able to, I hear, consume the love they see with their eyes, and a spark will take, a flame will start to happen in their hearts, which is similar but not the same with the flame of life, but that is enough to make room for the flame of life. And these individuals, they will also in some situation try to interfere with our divine union. They will try to interfere in which way? Probably a woman will want the man in the union, a man will want the woman in the union, and so they will be I will say this, there is strict protection around the man, and the woman is so protected that only having the intention or coming too close to her, the white fire will burn them out, will burn whoever approaches her out, right? And that is because these couples, guys, as a visual here, they vibrate so high, like right here, and this type of people that will be in Three of Swords energy here, they vibrate super, super low. And just imagine one of these approaching one of the, just when they start to burn, like they cannot hold the frequency. They cannot hold it. They might try to mimic it, but they are not holders of the divine flame, is what I hear here. We were talking about abundance, right? So abundance here is around love and finances, is what I'm seeing here, and friendships. Okay, I'm seeing it all. Because I have Three of Cups, King of Pentacles, the Lovers. So, yeah. So I'm seeing here this situation, or what? What did I want to say? Let's pull more cards. It doesn't come. Ace of Swords in reverse. Guys, whoa. The truth is about to be revealed. And I feel this truth so profoundly. The truth is about to be revealed. There is a situation here, collectively speaking, where a certain matter, a certain topic, a certain person, a certain collective of people wasn't taken too seriously by many. They were cloaked by the divine, first and foremost, protected, if you will. But mostly their time wasn't here just yet. So the association that I'm getting with this is what's his name? Noah's Ark, where he kept telling people that the rain is coming, the rain is coming, the rain is coming, and people didn't believe him, and he started to build the ark, and he built the ark, and then it started to rain. And now it's raining, guys. So victory of the people is going to be here soon. The truth will prevail. The Star. And let me pull one more, and we are going to end this message. Is quite longer. And Five of Pentacles, upright. Ace of Swords, the Star, Five of Pentacles. Oh, look at that. We have the Queen of Pentacles here. I heard you will make your own money. You will make your own money. Now, what is this? If the Star had to take the sword and defend herself against imaginary people, but also against imaginary and unimaginary people. Now the star gets to be a star because the truth has been spoken many times. The light of the world is here. Few will be the souls that can hold this light. And many will be the souls that will regret what happened in the past, and they will try to come back. But it will be a little too late. The truth will prevail. That being said, thank you very much for being here, and see you in my next one.